Internal Audit Service has its legal mandate, roles, functions, and organizational structures. Republic Act No. 3456 or Internal Audit Act of 1962 as amended by RA 4177, Administrative Order 278, Series 1992, and AO 70 Series 2003, strengthening of the internal control systems of government offices, agencies. DSWD issued Memorandum Circular No. 7 dated March 10, 2004, creating the DSWD Internal Audit Service, redefining its roles and functions. ES shall undertake internal control evaluation to ensure efficiency, economically, and effective of operations. MC No. 31 Series of 2005, ES Conceptual Framework. Additional personnel establish MC No. 1, Series 2008, amending MC 31. The ESCO is an independent appraisal and advisory office in the central office. It shall be under the direct administrative order and supervision of the DSWD Secretary, whereas the MAAs are field office staff under the office of the Regional Director and complement the work of ES. AO2 Series of 2018, strengthening the DSWD Central Office, and AO1 Series of 2019, management reorganization of DSWD Central Office, both placed under ES under the Office of the Assistant Secretary for OSG or OSEC concerns. AO11 Series of 2020, amendment to AO Series 2019, in compliance with COA Circular 218, 2018-003 prescribing the use of internal audit standards and internal control systems for the Philippine public sector and approved internal audit charter of the DSWD-ES. The ES Director reports functionally and administratively to the Department Secretary to ensure organizational independence. ES mission to enhance and protect organizational value by providing risk-based and objective assurance, advice, and insight. ES functions. Internal auditing is an independent, objective assurance and advisory activity designed to add value and improve government operations. It helps government accomplish its objectives by bringing a systematic, disciplined approach to evaluate and improve the effectiveness of governance, risk management, and control processes. Advise the Department Secretary on all matters regarding to management control and operations audit. Conduct management and operations audit of the Department's functions, programs, projects, activities with outputs, and determine the degree of compliance with their mandate, policies, government regulations, establish objectives, systems, and procedures, processes, and control obligations. Review and appraise systems and procedures, organizational structures, asset management practices, financial and management records, reports, and performance standards of the department proper, bureaus, and regional offices. Analyze and evaluate management deficiencies, and assist top management by recommending realistic courses of action, and perform such other related duties and responsibilities as may be assigned or delegated by the Secretary. ES other functions. Conducts validation of liquidation reports of the Priority Development Assistance Fund or the so-called PDAFT. Integrity Management Committee Secretariat as mandated by the Executive Order 176 Series 2014. The primary role of the IMC Secretariat is to assist the IMC facilitate processes which will help them oversee and ensure the effective implementation of the integrity management initiatives and measures within the institution that are reflective of our value principles and standards of the program. Its organizational structure, the ES, is headed by a Director for. Per DSWD AO1 Series of 2019, ES is composed of 3 divisions, namely Management Audit, Operations Audit, and Special Audit, having 17 permanent employees and 11 MOA workers. ES is recognized and awarded by the Association of Government Internal Auditors Incorporated for its best practice in the implementation of policy and procedures on follow-up audit on August 16, 2019. ES milestones and good practices. In compliance with ESPPS, ES has an approved ES Charter, 3-year risk-based strategic internal audit plan, or the so-called SIAP, ES Operations Manual, and the computerization of the Internal Audit Management Information System, or IAMIS. Audit activities implemented in 2020. Audit on the compliance to the Consolidated Annual Audit Report, or the CAR, for the year ending December 31, 2018. For the unimplemented 2018 audit recommendations with a total value of 19.13 billion, recurring findings from 2014 to 2018, inaccurate agency action plan and status of implementation, and financial statements errors and compliance deficiencies. Monitoring of implementation of prior year's audit recommendations, sustainable livelihood program, and expanded assistance to individual in crisis intervention. Audit activities implemented in 2020 by the Special Audit Division. Validation of PDAF liquidation reports and assessments of compliance of the following non-government organizations: PRC, or the Philippine Red Cross, with disallowance and refund of unutilized balance of 6,200 and 139,139 pesos respectively. Habitat for Humanity Philippine Foundation Incorporated, with suspension of expenses or expenditures amounting to 21 million. And full internal audit in relation to the processing of payment to Dextel Trading for the supply and delivery of 100,000 hygiene kits and 80,000 family kits, resulting to the significant observations, namely inadequate justification to use emergency mode of payment to procure the 380 kits and 4,000 tents totaling to 591 million pesos, since the reason for the emergency has been abated and competitive bidding should have been considered in compliance with Section 3.5 of GPBB 04-2016. Inadequate internal control in assuring the best quality, right quantity, and the most advantageous price, thereby resulting to lesser value or quality of relief goods for the beneficiaries, and overprice that ranges from 4% to 174%, or the total of 39 million pesos. There is a delay of 116 days in the delivery of the supplier after the NLRMB allowed the acceptance of goods at the NREC warehouse, such as imposing liquidated damages may be considered for those time that the said supplier is at fault. Items such as toothpaste and shampoo will expire on February 20 and March 2020 respectively. Thus, it deemed necessary to proceed with the delivery and/or distribution of the kits. ES Good Practices. ES has a reporting structure that is communicated to all the ES personnel and department officials and employees through various means. ES maintains its own ES manual. It is stored in a common folder which is accessible by all ES. ES has frequent interactions with senior management and other key stakeholders. ES aligns their prioritized audit areas with the department agency's strategies. The strategic plan is revisited annually during workshop. Its procedures. ES considers relevant reports from Commission and Audit when preparing their audit engagement plans, linking the approved audit recommendations to the auditees. KPI increases the department's or auditee's compliance on ES recommendations. Staffing. ES uses other resources or outside ES to help cover key audit areas. It hires temporary external consultants to provide capacity building training on specialized areas, topics which was also approved by the Commission on Audit. ES annually updates and reviews the competency model and development plan. It reviews and updates its training and development programs semi-annually. The budget of ES is primarily based on the strategic and annual audit plan, which which includes training cost. Thank you. This is Internal Audit Service.